Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, September 21st. I'm Jim Weatherup, Chairman of the Oswego County Legislature. The ongoing surge of COVID-19 positive cases among our residents continues unabated. Our Public Health Director announced yesterday that we have now crossed the threshold of 10,000 COVID-19 positive residents since the beginning of this pandemic. I'm also sorry to report the death of another of our neighbors to this disease, and would like to offer our condolences to the loved ones of this person. Sadly, this marks the 100th death of one of our residents to the virus. It is a glaring reminder that COVID-19 is widespread in our county, and we must take precautions to protect ourselves and our families. I urge residents to observe safety practices in public spaces, follow health guidance, comply with isolation and quarantine orders, and get vaccinated. According to the most current data from the State Department of Health, a little more than half of our residents, 53.7%, are fully vaccinated. If you have not done so, now is the time to get your shot. The county's next vaccination clinic is from 1 to 5:30 on Wednesday, September 22nd, at the Nick Stereo Public Health Clinic in Oswego. Health staff will administer the patient's choice of the Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson vaccines. For information about COVID-19 vaccines, go to covid19vaccine.health.newyork.gov and click on the FDA fact sheet links for each one. Walk-ins are welcomed at the clinic, although appointments are still appreciated. Go to health.oswegocounty.com and click on the link for local information about the COVID-19 vaccination. The Health Department has expanded its COVID-19 hotline hours. Phone lines are now open from 8:30 to 4, Monday through Friday, and from 9 to 1 on Saturdays and Sundays. For more information about COVID-19, call the hotline at 315-349-3330. As we transition into fall, this is a great time to explore and appreciate our natural resources. Few areas in the world offer the quality and diversity of the freshwater fishing found here in Oswego County. While we promote the fact that our waters have produced 14 world and state records, it is also important to remember that this superior fishery helps stabilize property taxes and offsets some of that annual expense for local property owners. According to the most recent data compiled by the New York State DEC, freshwater anglers across the state generate millions in local spending. The study found that the total economic impact of angler spending was estimated at just over $2.1 billion, and nearly 11,000 jobs were supported by the state's inland and Great Lakes waters. At $32.6 million, Oswego County led all other counties in New York State for at-location expenditures by anglers. This includes lodging, restaurants, groceries, guide services, and bait, among other things. More than half of that spending was attributed to out-of-state anglers. Oswego County's pristine waters have long attracted anglers throughout the Northeast, across the U.S., and from several countries around the world. It is not unusual for us to host anglers from every state in the country each year. Sport fishing is a large part of our tourism industry. In 2018, the last year we have data for, tourism generated nearly $19 million in state and local taxes for our county, which meant a tax savings of $412 per household. We all know that the tourism industry was hit especially hard during the COVID-19 pandemic. As we continue in our efforts to fight this virus and boost our economy, I encourage you to explore and appreciate our natural resources. The Oswego River covers a vast watershed of more than 5,100 square miles. From the harbor to the Weatherup Dam, you'll find convenient public fishing access with paved walkways and riverside parking. The Salmon River ranks first among Lake Ontario tributaries and 10th in popularity among all of New York State's bodies of waters. It offers a variety of fishing access points along its 18-mile stretch, including a catch and release fly fishing only zone. Our county tourism office reminds us that the fall run, a massive migration of salmon upriver, has begun. This week's tourism tip of the week is to experience the spectacle as anglers converge on the Oswego and Salmon rivers and try to reel in the next record catch. Stay safe and healthy, and thank you for doing your part to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. If you haven't been vaccinated, now is the time. Call the COVID-19 hotline at 315-349-3330 for details.